Composer and Jackson native Marcus Norris is coming back to Jackson this weekend to kick off the final concert of the season at Jackson Symphony Orchestra. Norris, a 2009 Jackson High School graduate, says he's happy to be back in the city for performance of his piece, There Can Be No More Kings, a hood fantasy.
Folks from my community only get to see themselves represented in like traumatic things and traumatic art. But I wanted to make something that was inspirational and something that was mystic and magical because I feel like people from our community deserve that.
Jackson Symphony Orchestra music director Matthew Aubin said after meeting Marcus a few years ago, he knew he had to give Norris an opportunity to showcase his talent.
I instantly realized that he was a special kid, special talent. When you're young, starting out, you need some folks to basically invest in you and give you opportunities. And as a young composer, your dream is to write for an orchestra. And for me, I listened to his music and I felt like there was a lot of quality in it, a lot of promise.
Aubin would give Norris the opportunity to have a composition performed by the Jackson Symphony.
It was really well received by our audience and our musicians. And then during the pandemic, we actually performed a work of his for strings. And now I wanted to have him back for a third time.
I just want people to realize, like, don't take this for granted. Like, this is not a normal thing where you're getting composers that look and talk like me celebrated in this way and not in any type of novelty way.
Norris, who lives in Los Angeles, was drawn there after receiving a fellowship to get his PhD in music composition at UCLA. He started his own chamber orchestra in LA called the Southside Symphony.
I'm really afraid that he's going to hit it big and that we're not going to be able to afford him anymore.
Norris's piece will be performed by the orchestra this weekend alongside work from classical composers Frédéric Chopin and Florence Price, who was also black.
I like that this program has more music on it by black composers and white composers, and more music by a woman than men on it. So I think that's important too, for us to know that it's not just these dead white guys that write music.
Your Jackson neighborhood reporter, Joe Gebhardt, Fox 47 News.